So I see Bel-Air just ain't gonna waste no time shaking the table, huh? They just sit here, mess. Let me stop. Okay. So y'all, I took my notes episode 2. Episode 2 was loaded. I thought episode 1 was loaded. Episode 2 was loaded. So, the theme I got from this episode, tea and networking. We get tea and we network. We network and we receive tea. Honestly, I don't even know where to start first. So, I'm just finna go all out of order. Because the episode left me feeling a little all over the place. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So, Carlton knows about a mirror. He knows that Aunt Viv had a conversation with a mirror. So, before we get to a mirror, Carlton and Will get a job because Aunt Viv, Auntie and Uncle decide to suggest that Will and Carlton get jobs. So now Will and Carlton are now part of the pit crew, washing golf carts at the country club. I don't remember Carlton's little friend who was giving him that street candy, who helped him be an addict. They was addicts together running the streets. I don't remember his name, but he was at the country club and he still got a beef with Will. But anyway, so I'm just gonna go the way it come to me in my mind. Carlton and the mirror. Amira goes to AA, and Carlton, I guess, found her group that she was attending, and he found her. She ain't feeling it. She not feeling it. She not feeling that. She called him a stalker. Carlton was disappointed. He was disappointed, to say the least, because he thought they had a bond. Will and Carlton have 48 hours to pitch. I think his name is Quincy or Quentin, Vic Mensa's character, because he let them join his group, and they were looking to invest. Okay, they had 48 hours. So Carlton and Will took advantage. Hey, they are from a black affluent family. They're trying to become business minded. Will even talked to one of the guys who is head of the pit crew. His name is Bel-Air. He comes from Inglewood, but he goes to school in Brentwood because he's trying to make a better way for himself. And so he's in the right place. He getting his Esquire on, okay? He getting his Esquire on. He is working at that country club, mingling and mixing with all them men who got money because he trying to come up out the hood. And I ain't mad at him. Get your hustle on, friend. Get your hustle on. So he tells Will, there's a lot of dudes here. Take one of them cars. He tell him what hole to go to. He said, I'm gonna give you 20 minutes, chop it up with him, come back. So Will did exactly that. It's people, it's screaming black wealth. Uncle Phil is having him a little mixer at his office. His business, Philip Banks and Associates, is doing wonderful thanks to that lady. And I will be referring to her as that lady because she is messy. Okay? That lady got a thing for a married man. I don't know if Aunt Viv can sue for alienation of affection in Beverly Hills, but she needs to try. Because that lady got a thing for her man. Lady, that is not your man. That man is happily married. Uncle Phil is being sneaky. I ain't feeling this. And he need his bald head slapped. He need his bald head slapped because, sir, you know what's going on. I understand that you're trying to get your business and stuff off the ground and you trying to network, and sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty. But we ain't talking about getting your hands that kind of dirty. You teetering. You playing, Uncle Phil. You playing. It's people who got all these black-owned businesses. They got Mielle. They got Monique to make an appearance. The budget. Bel-Air has the budget. Bel-Air has the budget, okay? Hillary is having her cute little bonding moment with Ashley. And she tell Ashley, let's have girls' day. I take you all over the city wherever you want. it's nice to see that Hillary is finally in a place of comfort, because compared to last season, she had her hand in influencing, and she didn't feel like she was making it anywhere. But now she's in a good place. She's her influence. She's doing what needs to be done. It's taking off. She's doing well. So they end up at Jazz's store, and so they find out that Jazz's store is not doing well and that he is actually behind his taxes. Come to find out, the area that Jazz's store is in is becoming gentrified, and so it's making it hard for small businesses and entrepreneurs who are over there previous or prior to the gentrification to make it, and they're running them all out of the neighborhood basically. So because Hillary helps, like, you know, Jazz's business like get to a certain place, now with her finding out that Jazz's store is not doing good, you know, she's kind of concerned. And so she kind of gave him that read back, like, you know how you say I was a runner, I was a track star, you know, you can have help sometime. And there's people out here to invest in Black owned businesses. But you see, there's this thing, you know, where sometimes I think, you know, Black people gotta learn how to network sometimes. And sometimes networking and talking to people versus, you know, grinding in and getting out your mud yourself and being self-made, sometimes ego gets in the way. And it's okay to, you know, win off nepotism. It's okay to network and have people that you know. It's okay. You know, everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody. And it's also okay to get it out the mud. There's nothing wrong with grinding for what you want, working hard for it. Because, you know, sometimes when you work hard for something, you value it more. So I see it from both sides. But, you know, sometimes I feel like getting help and getting, you know, networking with other people, affluent people, and, you know, going the Esquire route, sometimes I do see, I feel like that is frowned upon sometimes. And that's okay. You know, ain't nothing wrong with, you know, getting a hookup, because a lot of people that's self-made, and a lot of people that we think are self-made and that's billionaires, that, you know, got money, all these wealthy people, they got somebody to help them. Somebody invested in their business. Somebody gave them a startup fee. Somebody was a secret investor, you know. All right. I also thought it was funny that Hillary asked Ashley, why don't Ashley like LaMarcus? It actually, in fact, gave her stance on why she's Team Jazz. I thought that was funny. Let's see. Networking. Okay. Jeffrey's son confronts him about his street days in London. And then Jeffrey's son, you know, then Jeffrey is like standing there looking at him like, how do you know about this? Or, you know, like, he just asking too many questions. And I think I'm not saying that Jeffrey is ashamed, but Jeffrey was very secretive about his past life, and he didn't want people to know certain things. And so he ends up admitting to his son what happened to him, and he tells him the story. But before he told him the story, Jeffrey's son was caught by Will at Uncle Phil's party talking to somebody on the phone about Jeffrey. Now, we did not see in this episode that Will had a talk with Jeffrey and told Jeffrey what he overheard, but I know that it's coming. And I'm a little hesitant to find out what's going to happen, because, like, is Jeffrey going to believe Will? Or is Jeffrey going to get mad at Will? Or I would just want to know how Jeffrey's going to take the news that his son might be playing him. Because how else will, you know, these people know where Jeffrey is and following him if his son wasn't the one who kind of like put that little hit out in the street on Jeffrey or whatever. And this is gonna be so hurtful to Jeffrey, because Jeffrey truly wanted to get back in his son's life, all because of, you know, like, not that he didn't think about him, but I guess, seeing the whole situation with Will and then the whole thing with Uncle Phil, it just, Jeffrey felt more compelled to, be in his son's life. Okay, so let's talk about that lady and Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv and her new interest in that chef that got them West African tacos. Now, Uncle Phil and that lady, she kissed Uncle Phil last season. Uncle Phil never said anything to Aunt Viv. And I'm just like, writers, I'm mad at y'all. Y'all doing a good job. I just want to say that. But I'm mad at y'all because why can't we just have a loving and happy marriage? Why can't we just have a loving and happy marriage? Why can't Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil just be, I don't even want to use no examples, but why couldn't they just be a powerful, strong black couple? Not to say they're not. But, arguing over like him leaving the toilet seat up. Stuff like that. Why Uncle Phil got to be out here letting women kiss on him and stuff, and then he hiding it from his wife? Why he got to be being secretive and stuff? Like we just had this hard storyline with Carlton. Now he having secrets. Then Uncle Phil has secrets too. Lord. And so that lady at the party, that lady was acting real sketch around Aunt Viv. And Aunt Viv peeped the scene. She peeped the scene. And she was like, something is definitely happening. So while they at home, getting rid of the day, Aunt Viv asked Uncle Phil if he noticed if that lady was being weird. She was like, every time I come around, she would just run. He was like, do you know what's up with that? And he was just like, I wouldn't think too much of it. And then she like, okay, something's definitely going on. And so, prior to that, Uncle Phil called Aunt Viv because Uncle Phil says that he's happy for Aunt Viv, having her own life and doing what she wants to do, things that make her happy. But he still heavily depends on Aunt Viv to be there for him and to get things done for him the way that she did when she wasn't working. So he calls Aunt Viv and was like, my caterer fell through for my party. Is there anybody that you can find at the last minute? So Aunt Viv's assistant actually helps her, takes her to this place in the park. And the guy, gorgeous. That man was gorgeous. Gorgeous. And what Aunt Viv do? About to choke on her chicken taco, trying not to look at the man, because she know that man was fine. So Aunt Viv books him or whatever, and he shows up, does a stellar job at the party. Everybody is getting a chomp on because the food is delicious. So Aunt Viv introduces Hillary to the chef, and he was like, Vivian, there is no way this could be your daughter. And Hillary was like, Mom, let me find out you can still pull them, girl. Girl, I'm finna go tell Daddy. Hillary even said the man was fine. She was like, excuse me. And so Aunt Viv just was like, girl, please. But Aunt Viv was looking. She was peeping the scene. I told you she was scoping. She was scoping the scene. She was peeping the scene. So now the man done sent Aunt Viv a basket. Sir, you was just there at her husband catering for her husband party. You sending her some flowers. I feel like it's an innuendo. I don't know. Because I'm just like, you just ain't sending her flowers, just say thank you. You would have sent like a business, a thank you note. I mean, he did send her a card and the flowers. But I mean, with that kind of arrangement, I'm just like, it's not giving this is a thank you basket type arrangement. You know what I mean? I'm just like, sir, tread lightly. Tread lightly, sir. You're doing too much. She's a married woman. Anyway. So, I'm just like, you got Aunt Viv and this man, and then you got Uncle Phil and that lady. So this man and that lady, why y'all why y'all trying to make them both have side pieces? It's really too much. It's just like how Uncle Phil was with that woman and then Aunt Viv was with that man who Michael Ealy was playing. What was that, season 1 or season 2? I don't remember. But I'm just like, really? That's a lot, y'all. That's a lot. So then, what else? Oh, the party is over, right? Did I talk about Jazz? No, I don't think I talked about it yet. So the party is over. So Jazz walks up to Hillary and is like, Hillary, really? Why are you meddling? Why are you telling your daddy that, my store is struggling or whatever? And then he was like, I can't help. She was like, well, why are you still coming around to Banks events? He was like, oh, word? I can't help that Will loves me. I can't help that Ashley loves me. I can't help that now your daddy loves me. And they just started making out. Can't say that I didn't see that coming. That's sarcasm, by the way. Totally saw it coming. From a mile away. It's only me. And then Hillary pushed him off. So I'm like, oh, okay. I guess the whole family just gonna be in a love triangle. Aunt Viv, and Uncle Phil, relationship problems. Lisa, Jackie, and Will, relationship problems. Carlton, relationship problems. Hillary, LaMarcus, and Jazz, relationship problems. Everybody that's gonna be in a relationship curve for this season, huh? At the same time, it ain't like it's just in the same episode. Everybody in the same episode. Shake the table, why don't you? Shake the table. I mean, why not? This is on the TV, right? Like, you just gonna you got a whole girlfriend, she got a whole fiance who she madly in love with, What are the odds? What are the odds? So I'm just like, okay. Well, and then Jazz just standing there looking. She walks off. Jazz, you know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. And then, Aunt Viv, girl. Actually, I ain't even gonna say it was Aunt Viv. It was Lisa. Not only did Lisa reach out to Aunt Viv for a recommendation letter so she could get into Juilliard, but Aunt Viv also recommended Lisa to get the yoga instructor position at the clubhouse. So here go Will. Will, excuse me, sir. Did you not forget about that scene in the library last season when you said that you love Lisa and y'all said F what y'all said and that y'all wanted to be more, but y'all couldn't throw these feelings away? So now now Jackie is at your house and you just looking just like a Chester cat, just grinning. Just grinning. And so now she where you work at. Lisa work at that same clubhouse. Ain't she the lifeguard? A mess. It's just a mess. A mess. I literally wrote that lady in my notes because like, why? 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 Let's see. I'm going down my notes. I said everything on my notes. This is crazy. Wow. Wow. And then in the midst of all that, networking. So Will and Carlton ends up going back to Quincy and telling him that, they want to take their conversations about networking and getting exposure to new businesses and entrepreneurship to the next level. They want to have swag. They want to have podcasts. They want to have t-shirts. They want to throw events. They gonna call it Black Sis. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold you. I thought it was very creative. So, we gonna see how this goes for them this summer with Black Sis. You know what I mean? They said it was a great idea. I just, but I saw the trailer for the rest of the season, and I saw my good sister Lisa was like, I'm not gonna be caught in between you and what Jackie got going on. I was like, oh Lord. Then I saw something. I know Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil ain't gonna have no open marriage. I just know this ain't what this is coming to. Please tell me it's not true. It's too much. It's too much. And then, we already know Hillary ain't gonna say nothing to LaMarcus about this kiss with her and Jazz. Come on now. If she do, I'll be surprised. And then, the dude who is the head of the AA meetings, or whatever kind of meetings them was, they was at church, I believe, saw Carlton and Amira making out in the parking lot. I just really hope this ain't gonna go back down road, because I just really feel like because of her, Carlton is. Oh, and then not to mention last episode I forgot, Aunt Viv did say something to Amira, and then Amira told Aunt Viv, because she was trying to have a conversation with her, that she was a repeat offender. I said, Amira, girl, you shouldn't have said that. You should have kept that one close to the chest. Especially when you see how his mama was reacting to him at the party and about your relationship. Girl, I wouldn't have said that. No, ma'am. You should just let Carlton know that you was a repeat offender, not his mama. And then I seen somebody at the pool in the preview reviving Carlton. Look, Carlton can't be falling out and be on his deathbed because he done overdosed. Please don't do this to us. Please don't do this to us. But yeah, y'all. I think that's all I got for episode 2. Ooh, child. Gotta love it, right? We'll see how it go this last episode. I'll be back for episode 3, guys. This